We'll begin today in child's pose with our hips over our heels and our fingertips out long. Spend about 30 seconds in neutral child's pose before walking the fingertips to each side of the body and spending about 15 seconds there each. We'll then come up to our tabletop and take a couple rounds of cat-cow, dropping the belly, lifting the gaze, and rounding in the back. Spend about 5 times moving through the position here. And then we'll extend one leg out long behind us, crunch it in towards the nose. When we extend again, we're going to lower our chest and chin towards the mat, finding a yogi push-up. Find about 5 here on this one side, really trying to reach the toes high to the sky, and then extend the leg out to the side and sit back into our child's pose with one leg extended. Hang out there for about 10 seconds before coming up into gate pose and folding over the extended leg, feeling the bend in the right side body. We'll then plant our hands, bring our knee back to center, and find a cleansing round of cat-cow here before sending out the other leg, finding 5 crunches here into the yogi push-up, reaching the toes up high to the sky, bending into the elbows and bringing the chest nice and close to the ground. We'll kick out the foot and sit back on this side as well, holding for about 10 seconds or longer, whatever feels good. And then we'll come up into gate pose on that side, fold over that extended leg and feel that opening on the left side body. We'll then plant the hands, bring the knee back in, and we'll send our hips to the sky for downward dog. Here today, come up onto the tiptoes, pedal out the feet, do whatever feels good to loosen up the back of those legs, but try and come to the tiptoes and lower the heels as close to the mat as you can for about 10 reps here. We'll then raise right leg to sky, step right foot between the hands and come up into our high lunge. From here, think of the back foot coming parallel to the back of the mat and hips opening to that side. Flip the front palm, reach back along that extended leg for a side body stretch, and then rest the opposite forearm on the thigh and reach the other direction. Alternate between these movements just about 3 times each, and then plant the hands, step the foot back, and we'll switch out the legs. Left leg raises to sky, plants between the hands, right arm swings back, open up warrior 2, deep bend in front knee, flip the front palm, reach back, then other palm's going to reach over with opposite forearm resting on thigh, and alternate again on this side between those 2 movements before planting the hands, stepping the foot back, and meeting in your downward dog again. We'll then take tiptoes up to meet in a forward fold. We'll extend halfway with a flat back and release, folding as deep as we can. Alternate between this halfway lift with a nice long and flat back, about 5 times here, before finding your chair pose and holding in this position. Let's try for about 30 seconds, and then we'll stand up and release the tension in those legs before finding some side bends to each side. After switching a couple times, we'll then reach that right hand over again, putting left palm on the thigh and trying to lift the right heel off the mat, trying to find a nice straight diagonal line from fingertips to heel and finding some balance on the side now. We'll try and hold, balancing on each side for about 10 seconds here. And we'll find our forward fold again, a couple halfway lifts, and then we'll step the feet back to a high plank. Try and hold a high plank for about 30 seconds today, and then we'll go into our upward dog, head and chest high, and then shift into our downward dog. Alternate a couple times between our downward dog and our upward dog again today. Think about 5 times each, and then we'll extend right leg to the sky, step right leg between the hands, Come up, low lunge, back knee meets the mat. We'll step back for our downward dog, raise left leg to sky, step left leg between the hand, back knee at the mat for our low lunge, sending that knee forward. Tuck the back right toes. Come into a seated position. Right foot's going to cross over the left extended leg. Back is nice and straight here. Right hand plants behind the back. Left tricep catches on back of right knee as we twist in the middle torso. And we find this spinal twist on each side for about 30 seconds here at the end of this practice. Then both legs will extend out long in front of you, and we'll hinge at the hips, folding over, keeping a flat back for as long as you can, unless you're really able to draw, again, nose or forehead to the knees. You can also bend into the knees as much as feels good to you in this pose. We'll find our reclined figure four again, crossing right ankle over left knee, and then we'll continue that cross today and find our spinal twist, allowing those knees to fall to the left side of the mat. Hold in this reclined figure four and in this twist on each side, all for about 30 seconds to a minute today.